Namaste, welcome to Adharva Nava. I am Sirisha and I teach mathematics and physics for CBSE, ICSE and IGCSE grade 6 to 10. To follow my classes, kindly subscribe to Adharva Nava, hit the bell icon for further notifications on different topics. Kindly share, comment to help others as well. Thank you.
Let us see another question in the same model. It's just that previously we have seen proof that models. Now we are going to see model in which you have to find either common difference or so. So we will see that question. The fourth term of AP is 11. So fourth term of AP, obviously it is in AP, so fourth term of AP is 11. That's what is given. And then he said the sum of the fifth and seventh terms of AP is 34. The sum means addition, sum of fifth term. So let me write here fifth term and seventh term addition. Why addition? Because the sum of fifth term and seventh term is equals to 34. This is the data which is given and he is asking what is my D value. Find the common difference. Common difference stands for D. So it will be D which you have to find. Okay. Now let us decode the data. We know how to write this as T4 is equals to 11. That's given. And then he said T5 plus T7 is equals to 34. This is the data which is given. Now start solving it. Okay, let's start. T4, what is T in formula? Always write formula A plus n minus 1 into D, correct? So let's start writing data. Do we have A? No. A is A. And then do we have D? That is what we have to find. So we don't know that also. Now n is what? 4 for T4 case. In T4 case, we know that n is, so A is A here, D is D only, n is 4. Okay. So let's start substituting this. T4 is equals to A plus 4 minus 1 into D, which will become A plus 3D. Correct? But what is T4? He said T4 is equals to how much? 11 itself. So I can substitute like this. I can also write A plus 3D is equals to 11. Isn't it correct? Right. Over. Then this part is over. Let's see next one. T5. T5 is equals to, I am writing direct because I already have written the formula once. So that's sufficient. So I start writing it. A plus 5 minus 1 into D. Isn't it? Now A plus 4D is equals to T5. Then similarly, what is T7 then? T7, let's see. T7 is equals to A plus 7 minus 1 into D is equals to A plus 6D. Correct? So this is all. Now this is ready now. We can use all the data which we require to solve this problem completely. He said A plus 3D is 11. That's first equation. I am counting it as. Okay, I'll change the color so that it is easy for you to identify it. So I am calling it first equation. Okay. What about the second equation? I need to rewrite this because he said T5 plus T7 is equals to 34. Let me use that. What is T5 value? A plus 4D. So I'll write A plus 4D is plus, I'll write it in the brackets so that it is easy for you to identify. Okay. A plus 6D is equals to 30. Now it will be A plus 4D. Without brackets I am writing now because everything is positive. There is nothing to worry. Just in case if it is having negative terms, we need to be carefully calculating them. Okay. So A plus A is 2A obviously, and then 4D plus 6D is 10D is equals to 34. Now there are two methods. One, you take 2 common and write down. The other way is you just keep it like this. You change this term, which now I am going to call this as the second term. Either you can call this as direct second term if you are not comfortable in taking 2 common and all, but I suggest you to take common just because here a doesn't have any, a has coefficient of 1, no other number. So here also if you try to get an a without any other number other than 1, it is easy for you to solve. Okay, so I am suggesting this method, please use this. So a plus 5d, how did I write this? 2 into a plus 10 into d, we know this. 2 take common, then it will become a plus, as it is 2 how many times is 10? 5 times. So 2 times a plus 5d is equals to 34. Now what is a plus 5d? A plus 5d will be 34 by 2, which will be 17, isn't it? A plus 5d is equals to 17. Let's just call this as second equation. Okay, now we need to solve these two equations. Just put one below another. I am bringing the first equation also here. So let's just say here I am writing one below another. Okay, all I have to do is see this, observe carefully. I need to change the symbols. Why? Because I want to eliminate one of the variable. Okay, so either I eliminate one of the variable and write this way, or there is one more method. If you don't feel comfortable, I'll show you another method also which is easy to solve. Okay, so let's use this one. I am changing the the symbols here, so it will become minus, and here also minus, and here also minus. Why? Because a has no symbol, which means it is positive, so it becomes negative. And here it is positive, again it becomes negative. Here no symbol, so again it is positive, it becomes negative. Now you have a question, what if I write a plus 3d first and a plus 5d as 17 as the second, like if you just keep it vice versa, will I be able to solve? Yes, you will be able to solve. It's just that you will get negative terms on both sides, and you can cancel those negative sign. Okay, but try to write bigger one first and the smaller one next. It's easier to solve that way. So I am changing the symbols. Why I need to change the symbols? Again I am telling you, it is just to eliminate one of the variables. Now if I subtract, this goes, and then you have 5d minus 3d. Please write this step. Why I am insisting you to write this step is, now when you are just subtracting and writing, or you try to subtract, you know that you have to subtract, but you forget this sign, about this sign, and just add and write down. So this mistake you should avoid. I have seen with many children doing this mistake. So I suggest you to write the term first. 5d, what are you doing here? Subtraction. So minus 3d is equals to 17. Similarly here also 17 minus 11. It will become 2d is equals to, it becomes 6 here. So 0. So 2d is 6. D is how much? 6 by 2, which will become 3. What is d value here? 3. You need to find only common difference here. So you have achieved the common difference value. Although if you are interested to find a also, you are interested to find a value also, then use any one of the equation, that is either first equation or second equation, and you can solve to get the a value. A plus 3d, I am taking smaller one, it's just the smart way. Okay, so a plus 3 times 3 is equals to 11. A plus 9 is equals to 11. Then a will be equals to 11 minus 9. So a is how much? 2. Okay, right. So that is all about finding d value and finding a value. I have put in one place. He didn't ask about a value, but if ever the question says to find common difference only, or the question says to find first term only, or he is asking both. Anyway, all is covered in this model. Okay, And then I was suggesting you the other method, isn't it? That we will see once here. Okay, I'll put the heading here. Method 1. Here is the method 2. How do you do in method 2? Let's just see once. Okay, first one was a plus 3d is equals to 11. A plus 5d is equals to 17. Any one you pick. I'll try to choose first one. I'm choosing first one. So a is equals to 11 minus 3d. I'll write the first equation like this. My first equation, I am rearranging it and writing it as a is equals to 11 minus 3d. So just that a value you will substitute in the second. You will take the a value in the first equation and substitute in the second equation. How do you substitute? A plus 5d is equals to 17. In place of a, what you will put? In place of a, what you will put? You will put 11 minus 3d plus 5d is equals to 17. Then 5d minus 3d, if you are feeling discomfortable, you can, if you are feeling uncomfortable, you can change it the other way around. 5d minus 3d is equals to 17 minus 11. It will become 2d is equals to 6. Again you will get the same thing. D will be equals to 3. How? 6 by 2 is 3. Okay. So either you can do this way or this way. Whichever method is easy for you to adapt, you can adapt. There is nothing, no problem in this. Because already in 9th class you might have seen, you have solved simultaneous equations, right? So probably you know this method, and everybody likes this method to do because it is easier. It's just that you have to remember this sign conversion, and rather than method 2, method 1 is more suggestible, but it's up to you. Again, you can choose with whichever method you wished. Okay, right. Thank you.